Here's my biggest complaint with this movie and why. Well, I can't say complaint. This is why I think that the movie did not do well. This is my biggest reason. Out of everything that I've said, this movie was just not marketed right. The marketing was weak.
Yes, that's
on
what
this
I'm
movie.
saying. Yeah.
And the reason why the marketing was weak because they had nothing to market. December 8th, that's a Friday. Gonna be in the Red Room show at 10 p.m. And we're gonna sit here, Martin, for this. I'm sure you probably have something to contribute, even though you did not see The Marvels, did you?
I didn't get a chance to, but it's like I said, it's been on the sites for almost since like the day after the screening. It was up.
Uh-oh.
I just haven't, but I was running around England. I didn't have a chance to look at it.
Uh-oh, Martin, Captain Marvel. Is somebody out there still in movies? Uh-oh, where Martin at? Yo!
It wasn't me.
Oh, where's Martin Thomas?
I still haven't watched it.
Is he pirating movies out there?
I thought I saw a review already online for it. No?
Oh, it's out. No, it's out. It came out this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh,
You did.
Yeah.
This
So,
is like a sport talk.
Okay.
see, Martin he's been over in London, and Martin has been, for him, London might as well have been another planet because Martin did not realize that on this side of the pond, Martin, old Captain Marvel was out there saving the world.
Prodigal child of the Milky Way. How goes it out there?
I know. Cold.
Not very good. Well, she might have been out there saving the galaxy and saving the world, not saving the box office.
Yeah, falling on her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like what? Like the worst opening
lowest.
week? Yeah, lowest.
It is the lowest opening for an MCU movie. So I have it right here. And boy, and people, they can't wait to kick you when you're down. They can't wait to write a nice headline. The Marvels melts down at the box office, marking a new low for the MCU. Says here that, let me see, since 2008's Iron Man, the Marvel machine has been one of the most unstoppable forces in box office history. Now, though, that aura of invincibility is showing signs of wear and tear. Oh, not tear. Wear is one thing, but tear. And they say that the superhero factory hit a new low with the weekend launch of the Marvels, which opened with just $47 million. And that's according to studio estimates this Sunday. And that's from Associated Press right there. So, listen, a lot of people have been talking about this movie's not going to do well. It's tracking to do low, but as I said, some people said, God damn, we didn't know that low. It underperformed. A lot of people thought it was going to open up at $60 million. A lot of people thought that it was, some people even said, you know what? Don't listen to those people out there. This movie's going to go on to be a hit. Some people are anticipating, not many, but some people anticipating like, maybe 70 million, 75. But this came as a big surprise to people. Unless you're us.
I know we did kind of predict it.
Yeah, I was saying that this might end up opening up lower. And I have my reasons right here, man. I'm not surprised at all about this. I'm not trying to, look, I ain't trying to hate. I'm not somebody talking about, damn, bitches taking everything. I'm not saying it's
Females
woke.
in space, come on.
I know. Damn, they even took the Marvel name.
God,
Marvel, that's why you failed, because you gave it to those chicks over there. No, I'm not here to hate on women. I'm not here to hate on this because I think that it's a female-driven property. I'm not here to hate on this because I'm riding that Marvel bandwagon. No, superhero fatigue is kicked in and all that kind of stuff. That is not it. I think I can't speak for this guy right here. Definitely not for him. But I think that I'm a fair man.
Yeah.
You running for office?
Wait a minute. I'm a fair man too.
I can't speak for you, dear Julian. You say what you have to say, but I myself, that when I come out of here and tell you about these things, I do it from a very, very, very practical point of view. And that's the way I'm looking at this right now. That is why I wanted to come in today and have this discussion of this movie flopping so hard. Why? Why you do that, Marvels? And what's that?
I think that people are saying that it's flopping so hard because isn't the budget like $300 million?
No, the budget's $200 million.
Oh, just
come
$2.
on, man. 100 million is a lot. Come on, that's it's just a mere 200 million. No, 200 million is a lot of money. Yeah. 200 million is a lot of money. Now, it's not if you were Marvel back in the day.
But does that include the reshoots? Because this movie had a lot of it.
That's cute marketing.
All I know is that they said it cost $200 million, and you ain't gonna reach that.
No.
You know, especially with the holidays coming around, because now Thanksgiving's coming up. They're starting to release more movies. We're talking about more blockbusters in addition to, you know, all the movies that people want to start building up for Oscar hype. So they like, you know, sorry, girls. I might as well go home somewhere because this ain't gonna happen.
Get on that plus.
Yeah. Yeah, but we just say get on that plus.
Yeah.
Get on the plus bus.
Hope you brought your change.
Because this theater ride is gonna be short. I was gonna go through what I thought was some very fair points as to why this movie did not do well. And some of the signs were already there. And again, I'm gonna be fair about this, because I'm gonna tell you, to start out with one of the first points, to be fair, the writer's strike did have something to do with this, you know, because a lot of the marketing could not be done because the actors could not promote on late night shows, and you know, there was a lot of things were cut off for being able to get the word out there. But after seeing how much this movie underperformed, like, you can't put all that on some strikes.
Yeah, you know, there may be some social media embargoes, but that wasn't going to be, you know, another $20 million.
No. For a $200 million Marvel movie, that's a sequel to another movie that went on to make $1 billion. Strikes ain't gonna make that movie go down that low. All right, that's just not how it is. And I know some people want to get this movie's back. They want to support it, so they're just trying to say, man, it was just a matter of timing. No, I'm sorry, I don't buy that. Let's get into some bigger reasons why. And please chime in, anybody, even Martin, if you have an opinion. I know you haven't seen the movie, but you know, let me just put this in here, and you guys agree or disagree. One of the biggest reasons I think that this movie did not do well is because, and everybody's been saying this is nothing new, Marvel's just not accessible anymore. You know, there's so many movies and TV shows now, and they're trying so hard to connect them all that, you know, we're walking into the middle of a convoluted story already. And, you know, you could argue that, all right, this movie is for the fans. Marvel movies are for true Marvel fans right now. I'm a Marvel fan, and believe me, there's a lot of people who are like me where they walk in, they're like, I don't know what's happening. You know, I'm overwhelmed. Even if I want to know what's happening, I'm feeling a little exhausted right now, and I'm feeling overwhelmed by all of this. If you stay for a while, all right, maybe you'll pick it up. But God forbid, you miss one episode or something, you miss one movie. That's your ass. You sit up there look like you waiting on the bus.
Yeah, and the movie almost even acknowledges it, showing in a lot of flashbacks of the first movie.
You know, thinking about this, the script is terrible. I'm sorry, but you know, I thought about it more, and I'm like, man, there were certain things happening here, and there's no excuse for this.
You have to do too much amount of homework to watch this movie.
For these movies, I say for a lot of movies now, I think you do. You know, look, even stuff I love out there. Listen, I'm really enjoying Loki. All right, I saw all of it. I really enjoyed Loki, man. But when you get, and I understand, I understand the gist of Loki, but when you get down to the details, I'm like, I don't know. You know, shit, they just saying words after a while. I mean, hey, look, put that on me. Maybe I'm just stupid.
No, Loki, I think, had what you were saying about the Marvels, what that other guy was saying. There's a lot of techno babble in these Marvel movies. There's more and more of it where it's
and
like
shows.
Yeah, exactly. Like where it's like, all right, I'm going with this. I don't know what the just said, but all right, I guess so.
And Marvel even knows this. I mean, Marvel just admitted to us, like, yeah, because they put out all this stuff right after a bunch of negative things came out. One that's really just centered on one article. Like this whole thing about being convoluted. Now they're like, all right, well, maybe we need to pull back, and maybe we need to start telling some stories that's not mixed up in this multiverse shit, because, and I'm sure Kevin Feige is like, because to be honest, I don't even know what's going on anymore. You know, like Echo. You know, Echo, they put that out right after that criticism came out there. And Echo's a standalone. Echo is one of those shows that, you know, Marvel's putting under Marvel Spotlight.
Oh, that's the first time I'm seing that.
Yeah, Marvel Spotlight is, they put it out. That came out the day that all this other stuff was pouring out, after the bad news came out about Blade, you know, after that article came out talking about, Marvel, what the hell are you doing? They put out this logo saying Marvel Spotlight is meant for people to come in and look at it and not have to worry about all the other bullshit that's going on out there.
Good. I would like just a regular movie and not number 25, the Marvel movie.
Yeah. Here's another thing. Speaking of being convoluted, Do you remember when Marvel movies were events?
Yeah.
You know, when they put out 1 or 2 a year and that was it. And it was like, damn, I'm going to see the Marvel movie this year. Now, you know, it's almost like they taking Marvel and just shoving it down our throats and we're shitting it out at the same time, man. It's so much Marvel going on. And I understand that you know, when it seems like there's a demand for it, of course you're going to put it out there. But it's too much now. I mean, Bob Iger, he said himself, he said, yeah, you know, maybe putting a lot out there. I mean, maybe simple is better.
Yeah, the movies are starting to lack identity.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you get the mentality of like, hey, strike while the iron's hot. If everybody wants it, put it out there. But don't you remember when they would have, I don't know, the D3 or whatever, and they would list like, these are the projects, and they like list like 13 Marvel projects that were coming out. And people were excited. I could never understand why people were so excited. I was like, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But everybody was like happy that there was like, oh man, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this. And then when they did it, they were like, wait, this is not what I want. It's too many of them. I'm like, well, shit, y'all motherfuckers acted like this is what you wanted. Now you turn around, you don't want it.
Well, I think there was a time when they announced those things, we felt like they had a plan. I don't think it's a matter of having too much if you know what to do with it. Now we've seen that they can't handle it. But when we thought that all this would make sense and we felt like it was leading up, because at that time we didn't even know who the big villain was. Shit, this is when people thought that Dr. Doom might be the big villain.
And the roadmap was working at first, you know, like, I mean, everyone always says up until Endgame, like it was pretty much fine. Like there was only 1 or 2 that were amiss.
Yeah, I think everybody was willing to give them a chance to see where it's going. And now this happened. It's like, all right, obviously you can't handle the load. So, you know, we have to pull back a little bit. And yeah, maybe simple is better now. And they're talking about doing 1 or 2 movies a year. Next year, Deadpool is the only movie that's coming out.
Which that shit should be. Good.
Yeah, Deadpool 3. That's the only thing they got coming out. And don't you dare do no more. Stop.
That's all they need. That's gonna make that mouse a ton of money. They're already talking about the Deadpool 3 merchandise. You see the image of Dogpool? They're like, look at this nightmare for the marketing executives.
Dogpool?
Yeah, it's this. It looks like a burn victim dog, and its tongue is hanging out its mouth.
Jesus, and they want to sell that?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's his joke that he's making, right? Because they have to have. I think they're going with a parody of got to have something cute in the movie, and yeah, exactly. I'm sure he'll pet the dog, saying, "You're like my baby Yoda."
Okay, okay, that dog. That's a real dog, by the way. I think. Okay, all right. And what Dogpool's an actual character, I guess.
Yeah. There's. I think they nailed it.
It's the damn shame that real dog was uglier than that cartoon dog. Well, I look forward to it, man. And keep in mind that Deadpool 3 is going to be rated R. So between Echo and Blade and, you know, Deadpool, it also seems like they're trying to change their tone, which they desperately need to do.
Punisher.
I know. I've been to. You thought I was crazy. I told you.
But the Marvels has set up a lot of stuff for Deadpool to go in and explore now, I'll say.
He just need to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And start over. Pull a switch and just start over.
I mean, isn't that one of the Deadpool comics? Like,
Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Ooh, I can't wait.
There you go. Now here's one that's I'm sure this is gonna piss some people off. This is a controversial one. And this got some people mad. I think last time we were talking about some of the shortcomings, what could be the shortcomings of the Marvels. But I'm sticking to what I'm saying right here. And I think I could probably voice my opinion and my points a little bit better now that I've seen the movie. But I think that the characters in this movie, and I'm talking about your 3 top characters here, the Marvels, I think that I think they rushed those characters. I think those characters feel completely rushed. Now, explain why. It's not that I don't have anything against them, because somebody made the argument of, well, if you don't put them out in movies or anything, how are people going to know them?
Exactly.
But there's a way to do that. Because if you think about it, Monica Rambeau was a side character in WandaVision. Now, she had some good screen time, but she was not a character that a lot of people knew. Ms. Marvel. Now, y'all know, I told y'all, I love the actress and the character.
Everybody loves the actress.
Oh, I love that actress, and I love
even the character.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie. That the girl that played Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I've read that.
Kamala. Another Avengers shirt. Cute. She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
You are a weirdo.
You know, I love that actress. I loved her in the movie. She's my favorite part. Every time she was on screen, I thought it was awesome. But that show didn't hit like that. That show, it had one season, and it was, it was okay. It got some nice reviews. It got some okay reception from people, but it wasn't huge. These characters of Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel, maybe they should have had another season of Miss Marvel and had these characters get together before, just a little bit before we start throwing them together in a movie, because I don't think people were aware of them enough. They're not popular characters. Now you're saying like, they had to put the Avengers out in their own movies. Man, those characters were legacy household names. Even Iron Man, where people keep saying like, well, Iron Man wasn't a big character, but everybody knew Iron Man,
Right, yeah.
For decades.
Yeah. Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, all those characters, Captain America, all those characters were already they're in
the zeitgeist of pop culture.
They were seated in our pop culture.
Ozzy Osbourne cemented Iron Man.
Yeah. And Monica Rambeau she was a supporting character on the show. Maybe she should have had a show. Maybe she should have had a movie before we start trying to put out, these characters as the Marvels. I don't know. It's just I don't think people know these characters that well. And that's another reason why there was low interest. But I don't know. How do y'all feel?
I feel that exactly. I mean, when you talk about why this movie didn't do so well, it wasn't built up. It didn't have the structure. They were thrust upon us after doing so very little with them. You had the Captain Marvel movie, which was mildly popular, but not really. So we really needed a Carol Danvers Captain Marvel movie that was going to redeem it from the first movie, to really show who she was, to build a personality for her. And while the Miss Marvel show built one for Kamala Khan, with Monica Rambeau, you guys are absolutely right. So we need to see more of them. And yeah, sure, it worked fine with the Avengers because we've known them our whole lives.
Yeah,
they've always been there. And they've been, if we didn't know them from cartoons, from comic books, there's cartoons. It's so much structure.
Yeah.
And here with this, there was no way for this to succeed. There was absolutely no path for this to be a big movie. They're shortcutting. They're trying to get something for nothing.
This was a movie where I do think that they were hoping for a large female demographic.
Yeah, and a lot of them didn't show up.
Well, first of all, a lot of women are just not into Marvel like guys are. So if this was something that they hoped that women would come out for. And by the way, when little girls saw this, it seemed like they were enjoying it. That's what I hear from audiences. We saw it. We saw it in the theater. Even reading the comments in the comments section, like, well, maybe this part was stupid, but guess who liked it? My little girl. And I know your little girl's dumb. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, it's like, but a lot of people talking about how that young demographic likes it. But do you think that women, that demographic going to show up enough for the Marvels? I don't think so.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to Marvel and women, the comic that they are into way more than Captain Marvel is the X-Men.
Really?
Seriously, women and gays are all about the X-Men. And you want to get the audience, that's the movie you got to put.
Why are gay people into X-Men?
Why wouldn't they be? The X-Men is all about a marginalized group.
Okay, because I know that's why black people would say, like, hey, shit, that's us.
No, gay people as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
One thing that I'd be curious to see, I bet you they got toys out there. I wonder if Carol Danvers Barbie or whatever is selling.
Well, I mean,
I have one.
Okay, well, there you go.
Barbie is another good example, because Barbie
has been around so.
Yeah, Barbie people been waiting for a Barbie movie for a long time,
almost a century.
Yeah, and then Barbie is so. I mean, women are raised on Barbie.
Yeah, with Barbie, you don't just get girls; you get women.
Yeah, exactly. Now that was an event because that was something that they hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
I think even if this was something that women would appeal, if they were trying to appeal to women, I think they'd be looking at this like, guys, like all this Marvel shit is looking the same. Hell, why would I want to go see this? I mean, sure, okay, there's women in here, awesome, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel like somebody, who was it? It was Christian Harloff. Christian Harloff from the Schmoes. He said, this movie probably should have been maybe a second season of Miss Marvel, instead of being an actual movie. And I can agree with him on that one. They had no script for this. They gave them a garbage ass script. They said, hey, you know what? you broads just carry this whole movie.
Yeah, it's a script filled with placeholder lines.
It's insulting when you try to get a movie by, and you want to know how I really feel about this? They really, and again, I'm saying this as a defense to women out there. They just thought they were gonna get by on girl power.
Yeah.
Girl power ain't nothing if they ain't got no shit to say with it. They thought, oh damn, we got a brown chick, a black chick, and a white one. Oh shit, we got it all covered, man.
The whole spectrum.
Oh man, these women gonna show up. These chicks gonna show up in droves, man. And they expected y'all to show up just because they yell girl power. Really, does it take? Nobody should have to like show up at a movie because they're pandering to you on your most basic level. Give you something of quality out there. That's what I felt like. They even say in the movie, they even say girl power and black girl magic. No, I was like, God damn, that's cool you saying that, but do something.
Maybe that pandering will work in foreign markets better. I would be curious to see how this does in India. I mean, it's a Marvel character with an Indian character who's the lead.
Well, she's Pakistani. So,
my mistake.
So it could be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, they thought y'all were gonna. You know what? I'm kind of. I don't like to call for the failure of anything, but they thought y'all gonna show up just because they tell y'all girl power, right? Give me your money now. It's like pointing a gun at y'all talking about girl power. Give me your wallet.
I love women. Now give me your wallet.
Yeah, fuck that. Shit, they showed you how much girl power they got. They didn't show up for this shit. Folks. You know what? I'm so frustrated right now. I'm not going to even mess with you. You just got back, Mark, from London. I ain't going to hit you with no segues. All right? I'm not going to do anything. I almost sent you a letter, though, through stamps.com.
I knew that one was coming. I knew that was coming.
Hey, I told you it was coming, man. I told you. I let you off easy.
Saw him opening that mailbox.
Yeah, you did. My segue come yet? But people, I got to give a word out to our sponsor. I'm going to do it real quick. I want to thank stamps.com for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I need to let y'all know about stamps.com because it's new. What's the thing about November? The thing about November is that y'all know Christmas is just right around the corner. Y'all already getting prepared to send those packages off, to send these gifts off, to send cards off. And you're dreading it because some of y'all got to deal with the post office. You got to go out and get in line and everything. Not that there's anything wrong with the post office, but, why go through all that when you can save yourself some time? And that's what stamps.com does. First of all, this is like your own post office wherever you are. All you need is a computer and a printer. I'll even say, they say, you need a scale too. Some people are like, I ain't got no scale. Stamps.com says, we know you don't. That's why we're going to give you one. We got you covered right here. So you have everything you need. And now you can take orders and do all kind of business on the stamps.com mobile app. One of the things that's cool is that you can, with that app, if you want to avoid like lines, you want to save time, you can schedule a package pickup by using the app right there. It's all right there for you. Maybe I start using this stuff right here. And they have a dashboard. You can take care of all that. And here's the thing, for all you business people out there, stamps.com is a very big asset for you. They connect you with all the major marketplaces and shopping carts out there. And running low on supplies, well, you can get labels, order mailing supplies, and you can even order printers through the supply store that they have. And huge discounts. I'm talking about saving time, save some money too, man. They got huge discounts out there. How huge? Man, you can get up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. All you gotta do is get on your app or look online, and they got them there for you. With the holidays around the corner, gift your business the gift of stamps.com. And hey, look, I got a gift for you right now. It's not even December yet. I'm already giving you a gift. How about this? I got this code for you right here. Code. I got this code for you right here. Stamps.com. If you use stamps.com and use the promo code TOASTED, you'll get a 4-week trial plus free postage and that scale I was talking about. Everybody has scale. So yeah, folks, all with no what am I going to do right now? No long-term commitments, no long-term commitments or contracts. If you go to the page, there's a microphone at the top of the page, and that's where you enter that code TOASTED. I want to thank Stamps.com for sponsoring this portion of the show. I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Now, back to the negativity. We got, let's see here. Here's another point. I love to hear what y'all talk. Y'all are giving some good points right here. Y'all are putting in some good conversation here. Now, this is also going to upset a lot of people, but I don't know what to tell you. I felt like that ever since I saw this girl in her first movie. Captain Marvel, I don't think is a strong character.
Yeah, she's weak.
And I don't think it's one of Brie Larson's best performances, but I'll go as far as to say I don't think the material that she's giving is making her very interesting. But there's an argument to be made against what I'm saying, I know, because the first movie made $1 billion worldwide. I think it made $427 million domestically before it was all done. It even outgrossed Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Oh, wow. Wait, really?
Yeah. No, it's a lot of people, I don't know, some people, I won't say a lot of people because a lot of people still bring this up by saying, yeah, Captain Marvel was a success, huge success. It was bigger than Wonder Woman. And this is Marvel's answer to Wonder Woman right here. But I want to make another counter argument to you on that. I would say that the reason why Captain Marvel was so big and why she's not so big in this movie right here is because of one big factor you're not thinking of. Yeah, you know, that was the Endgame effect with that.
It was the Avengers assembling, man.
Hell yeah, man! This was Captain Marvel was a lead up to Endgame.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people who went to go see that, they're not going to see this new movie.
No, that's
true. That's true.
Yeah, hey man, that day is gone.
Yeah.
You know, that point between where we had Endgame and Marvel was at its true heyday, was at the top of his game. You know, a lot of that was because everybody was waiting for this moment right here. Everybody was waiting for Endgame, and Captain Marvel was a part of that. You know, there was a whole fever pitch approach to this movie right here. Everybody wanted to see this, and if they knew that you were gonna be in this movie, and everybody knew Captain Marvel was, they're like, all right, girl, we got you. You know, we'll come see your old crazy ass movie.
I'll show up for that.
Yeah. Here's my biggest complaint with this movie and why. Well, I can't say complaint. This is why I think that the movie did not do well. This is my biggest reason. Out of everything that I've said, this movie was just not marketed right. The marketing was weak.
Yes.
On this movie.
Yeah.
And the reason why the marketing was weak because they had nothing to market. I mean, think about it, y'all. Now, some people out there talking about, man, they had action, they had special effects, but what did they not have? Okay, let's talk about what they have then. They had a weak-ass villain. You know,
one of the weakest, Martin.
Yeah, because she had a grill. You know, everybody thought she was badass. No, I mean, these movies, superhero movies, Disney movies, you know, especially Disney animated movies, superhero films, though, we really underestimate how often the villain makes these films. Thanos was something that made Endgame. You know, I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, the Avengers assemble, but shit, Thanos wasn't there. What a symbol for what?
He's like the main character of that movie.
Yeah, it's really his story, at least the first one.
Yeah, Infinity War, yeah, he is.
You know, this movie had no villain to market. We didn't know anything about her in that trailer. We didn't know any real motivation for her. She might have said one thing and that was it, but she ended up coming across in marketing as a generic villain. Like I said, these characters didn't have any huge appeal because, you know, I think, again, they were trying to push them out too early with not enough development behind them. Martin, you said this, the movie has no original look.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said it looks just like the last movie.
Yeah, don't look like.
Yeah, it has no original look. Most important, they had no story to tell. You tell me, anybody who watched this trailer, tell me what the story was about. Tell me what the captivating thing was that they had to do in this movie right here. What was the big premise?
Yeah, it was so funny. I was talking to someone before the movie. They're like, yeah, it's going to be like Freaky Friday. I was like, really?
So, I really don't want to know too much, but are they using the nega bands when you knock them
The what?
Yeah. The nigga bands.
Yo!
But yes, they're using the bands. And you know what? We were all saying that was our favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, like it's like the first 30 minutes of the movie.
It's an interesting thing because it's a thing that used to be with the Marvel, Captain Marvel, way back in the day. And I just read the brand new issue of the newest Captain Marvel, this Carol Danvers series. and they brought that back.
Yeah, that's what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever they change, I was talking about how clever that was that they did that in the movie, because it took a lot of imagination, a lot of coordination, a lot of coordinating doing those scenes. And I just thought, that's a great hook, but it's not a story.
It's not executed as good as it could have been either.
And the more I think about it, I wish I could take my review down a notch, because the more I think about it, there were some things I forgot to say in my review that I thought about over the weekend. I was like, damn, why did I not say that? Because watching the movie, there's some things that really irked me. And that goes on to say that the script was terrible. That's why they had no story to tell. That script was not complete. I don't care what they say. These ideas were thrown together, but they didn't connect very well or gel together. And I'll explain why in our spoiler talk why the script was so bad. And you know what? And they know it. Again, I keep showing this trailer, and I hate to do this to y'all, but Marvel put out a trailer where, first of all, it was cut to be nothing like the movie that we had, but they tried to sell the movie with characters that are not in the film.
Heroes. It's an old-fashioned notion. But the world can still use them.
No, I didn't. I
Ready.
can tell.
Whatever it takes.
It's like, what are you doing?
Well, they were desperate with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't even brought up my favorite character, which I think was a big part of the pandering to the marketing, and it's them trying to market to too many things. Just that damn cat. Who doesn't love cats? It's just, people who love cats came out more than the women's to see this, I think.
Martin, there's a point in this movie where it's just raining shitty CG looking cats.
And some real cats. That was one of my favorite things. There's some great cat improv in
But
here.
there's more fake cats.
Yeah, that's more CGI.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Garfield looks more real than you damn cats over here, man. Because they look like cartoons the way they're moving. Just something about CG where, when things move, like they have this thing in animation called secondary action. And you've seen your cats move. You flick your cat's ear, that shit goes fast. They have this thing where the cat's moving here and those ears just flowing, flowing like water. Yeah, man. It's a really, it's a bad script. You know what? And let's unless y'all want to add anything to add.
I was gonna say I think
that
this
mic.
movie might have came out at a bad time, because you got to think about it. Like Ant-Man Quantumania came out, and that was a huge downer. Secret Invasions just came out. That was a huge bummer. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this just came out at a bad time, where everybody's like, maybe we'll hold off on this.
On the other side, they're probably looking at, oh shit, okay, we got Loki that's ending, and then we're going to release this.
Well, I would say that it came out at a bad time. Maybe there's been movies that if you put them out at the right time, there's not a lot of competition around. Maybe it could get some legs. Maybe there's nothing else to go out there and watch. But it's like I said in the review, this movie suffers from what Marvel has been suffering from a lot. Tone is off, or the conflicting tones in the same movie. Too much humor in awkward places. There's been a pattern of things that have been wrong with Marvel, and all those kind of accumulate very much so in this film right here.